problems connected with Plato, by the way. You know, you've got Plato's doctrine of the arche, the first principles. The first principles are God, the transcendent ideas or forms or archetypes, and matter. Those are the three constants of reality. God, the ideas or forms, matter. The demiurge crafts the world. He looks up again into the heavens and beholds the beauty of the archetypes and then forms the world accordingly. And that's where you get, of course, the famous idea that for Plato and the Platonic tradition, the world as we know it is a sort of reflection of something higher and better, more perfect, and it's trying to aspire, to that perfection. The problem, of course, that's going to scandalize Christian thinkers for centuries is the doctrine of the eternity of matter. That matter has always been there with God. That matter shares in God's pure eternity. It's at his disposal. And that, obviously, in Christian tradition, becomes a blatant violation of the basic principle, the transcendence of God, the Creator. Nothing can share that eternity except the Son of the Spirit. And so, we could deviate there and talk about that at length. I think we don't have time to do that. We don't need to do that. Did a little bit of that last year when we did this course on creation in early Christianity. But it becomes a mainstay in Christian understanding of creation that the eternity of matter is not really an option. And it was for a few Christian thinkers like Justin Martyr, Clement of Alexandria. It was an option because they looked at the beginning of the book of Genesis, and there you have something already in place. Remember, in the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth, and there was this stuff, this void, this abyss, this watery mist, this nothingness, this disorder, chaos, whatever you want to call it. There's something there. The Holy Spirit is hovering over it. And then God forms the world out of that. So you can see that for pretty committed Christian Platonists like Clement of Alexandria, it's sort of natural. What's the problem here? God's still sovereign over matter, even if it shares his eternity. So, but in the long run, that is not an option for Christian cosmology. Okay? Then, as I already mentioned, the myth of the demiurge in Plato's Timaeus. The interesting thing there is the fact that it's in mythical, poetic language. That makes it even more dangerous, you see. It's not dry Aristotelian metaphysical rhetoric. It's not, it's this beautiful story, enthralling story. And of course, then what Christianity has to do is propose a different mythos of creation. We have to tell a better story. Then you've got on the horizon also the Aristotelian notion that the world is itself eternal. He would like Ecclesiastes. What has always been, is now, and will always be. It's just a continuum. It would be ridiculous in Aristotle's view to speak of a creation of the world, a sort of planned beginning accomplished by a creator figure. The prime mover has always been moving.